So 1, you guys can stand up. Ready? Get ready to run. 2, and 3. Go get it!
A moment we simply can't get enough of. Putting smiles on children's faces is an amazing thing, and making 50 young kids jump with pure joy, well, that is something you'd call priceless. This moment all made possible by the Morris Furniture Company, and we are so fortunate to live in a city where we are surrounded by corporate generosity. Morris Furniture certainly has a special place on that list because to this company, helping families and their children is an ongoing commitment. So with a little more behind the history of this mission, we have Morris Furniture Director of Visual, Amy Galbraith, joining us today. So good to have you, Amy.
Thank you.
So as a locally owned company, Morris has always been involved in kind of giving back to these communities that they're involved in. So why did it seem like such a good fit? You partnered up with the Furniture Bank and Homeless Families Foundation here in Columbus. Why did you guys kind of reach out and say, let's get this done here in Columbus?
You know, we've been doing this in Dayton and Cincinnati, and the event has grown so much. We've been able to give over 10,000 beds to kids in need, and that's amazing. And through our partnerships with companies like Furniture Bank, we've been able to do that. And so bringing it to Columbus was really important to us. You know, Larry kind of spoke on it at the event. There are so many kids in need. They don't have basic needs. We take for granted that we have beds, we have clean sheets, we have a place to sleep and a warm place to lay our head. We want to be able to provide that to more kids, so that's why we make that our goal.
And so this program, how exactly does it work as far as the partnership and getting these beds to these kids?
Oh, it is a undertaking, and you know, it takes that partnership, and it takes a lot of people to make it happen. You know, so the way that we make that happen is through donations. And through those donations, if you are in the market to purchase a mattress, you can visit one of our Better Sleep Shop locations at one of our Morris Home Stores or Ashley Home Store locations. And with that, a donation is given to companies and organizations like the Furniture Bank, where that is how we're able to provide these to kids in need.
And we saw you with the big check. I mean,
yes.
it's over $11,000 worth of stuff that you are then, you know, donating to these kids. So this is no small feat. This is not 1 or 2 mattresses. You know, this was more than 50 kids. And you have this program called Kids Dream 2. How does this come into play?
So the Kids Dream 2, that's what just makes this possible. So, you know, with those donations and with we do things like where we'll take phone calls and take donations. You can also go onto the Furniture Bank website and you can place donations on there. $150 can get a child a bed. There's no price tag that you can put on that. Because you know that that night that child is going to sleep maybe for the first time in a bed that they've never had. They've been sleeping on floors. They've been co-sleeping with parents. They've been sleeping on sofas. We want to be able to provide that, and that's what that program is all about.
So this has, as you mentioned, a long history in other Ohio cities. It did not start here in Columbus, but it has made its way here.
Yes.
So we heard a little bit from Larry earlier. I want to quickly kind of take a minute to listen to him because he was just talking about how this was the best day of work he has all year prior to this. So he just kind of goes through where it started and how many people have been impacted by this.
Yeah.
Since that time, the program in Dayton, Ohio, and the program in Cincinnati and here in Columbus, that we've assisted local organizations in those 3 communities give over 10,000 beds.
So 10,000 beds in all is no small feat, Amy. And, you know, Morris Furniture itself, I mean, you guys are a local company and you've been in business for what, over 70 years?
Yeah, 71 years young.
Oh my goodness, there you go. That's a birthday. And I want to point out too, we're going to take another look at the time-lapse video of this whole setup process. These are volunteers, a lot of them for Morris Furniture. So it is not just something, you know, those at the corporate level are taking part in.
Correct. Correct. We have people from the entire company, you know, 500 plus employees, people from other organizations that come in and want to be a part of it. You know, we've been doing this and we've been a partner of Secret Smile since 2001 in Dayton. We had this annual event in Dayton, Cincinnati, and now we're so proud to be able to bring it to Columbus. You know, our first event in 2016, 50 kids got beds then, and it just keeps continuing on from there. So we're thrilled that tonight there's going to be 50 kids that are going to be able to sleep in a warm bed.
What would you say is the most gratifying part of being a part of this? Just as somebody, you know, obviously you're there as a representative of Morris, but you got to experience that too.
Yes. So this was my second event that I got to be a part of, and I cannot even explain the emotions that come over you when first you're watching these kids in anticipation.
Right.
Waiting, knowing that behind that curtain is a bed for them. And as you see that curtain rise up, and you see those kids run towards their beds, you know, there's a name on their bed that is specifically for them. They go, they seek it out, they find it. They've got their bed, they've got their sheets, their comforters, a swag bag that they get to take home. And you heard the kid on the video, you know, he was amazing. And he was like, it's my bed, you know, and just to hear that and know that that might be the first time ever that he's been able to say that. And that's his, and his name is on it. And to be a part of that, there is no price tag, no, I can't even describe the emotions that come over you. I literally cry every time I'm watching those kids.
It never gets old.
And it just makes you realize you can't take those things for granted. And you know, they're gonna go home tonight and sleep on their bed and have a story with their mom and dad and create memories for nights to come.
All right, that is what it's all about. Again, with any mattress purchase at any of those stores, Morris Home, Ashley Home Store, Better Sleep Shop, you will then have a portion of that donated to this program. So thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you.
Well, the community partners, as we mentioned, are the ones in the trenches every day helping those who need it most. So up next, how the Furniture Bank of Central Ohio makes sure our families get what they need to fill a home. Plus, connecting the families to the beds. It's all done by the Homeless Families Foundation. We'll learn more how they empower and educate those in Central Ohio.